Well, good evening, folks. Today we have a major update on the $100 million federal lawsuit filed against the Watchtower and the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses. And I'll put up on the screen here my last video. I did it about 10 days ago, and it dealt with some of the details. We're not going to get into that tonight, but if you missed this, I'll put a link at the end of the video also, so you can just quickly hit that and you can update yourself on this case. So it's quite unique. It's an update we're going to stay neutral on and focus only on the new legal and procedural developments. No case details, nothing graphic, and nothing that, of course, violates YouTube's rules. So first of all, we're going to look at the governing body. They've now been officially served. And in the new court documents, we can now confirm that the governing body was formally served in New York. And we're going to put receipts up on the screen so you guys can see as we're talking some of the receipts that were filed today. Today is December 5th, 2025. That'll be the tag on these receipts. So if these things were mailed, even if they were overnighted, well, they were sent out today, it's tomorrow that the governing body will get this. So you may be getting this news before the governing body themselves, in fact, get it. So this means the case is active, it's moving forward, and the defendants must respond, the governing body, they must respond through the federal court system. And you can take a look at the court documents on that. Now, Watchtower sent representatives overseas before the lawsuit was filed. One particularly interesting detail from the complaint is that Watchtower sent representatives, not local elders, but higher level emissaries. The men in black, 2 men in black suits, she said. The men in black. Watchtower has the men in black working for them. Higher level emissaries. And they met with the woman. And I wonder if they had the men in black, the weapons. Well, they met with the woman involved while she was living in England. So these representatives reportedly told her that the governing body was aware of her case and asked her what amount she would accept to settle things privately. And remember, folks, we just did a number of videos where recently Watchtower settled 3 high-level cases. They settled them privately. They were sued. They were depositioned to be in court. And they settled them privately. Well, that's what's going on here. The men in black asked her what amount she would accept to settle things privately. So she declined. She says, nope. She sent them walking. She wasn't willing to take a bribe. That's what it is. So now the lawsuit has proceeded. The plaintiff lives abroad, and yes, you can sue a U.S. organization from another country. A lot of viewers have asked that. Can someone outside the U.S. sue the governing body in an American court? Well, the answer is yes, and this lawsuit is a clear example of how it works. Here's why. The governing body and Watchtower corporations are headquartered in the United States. Their policies apply globally. And if a plaintiff can show that decisions made in New York contributed to harm, then a U.S. court has jurisdiction, even if the person now lives overseas. And this is actually common in international law. Companies with global reach can be sued in the country where they are headquartered. So when we look at that case, if you actually look at some of the details, it was in Brazil. It had to deal with a Brazil overseer, and all overseers, it said in the case, are chosen from Watchtower, New York, these circuit overseers. So the circuit overseer, he just got moved to another circuit, and the girl that was abused got reprimanded and lost her pioneer privileges and so forth. But the details of the abuse, you'll have to actually read the documents, but they are listed in that other video. So, what does this mean for Watchtower going forward? Well, this development represents something new for the organization. The governing body itself is being named and served in a federal court. Plaintiffs outside the US are discovering they can file claims in New York. And Watchtower appears to be engaging in early private settlement attempts to avoid public litigation. These factors suggest that Watchtower is entering a new era of legal accountability, one where their global structure is being examined through an American legal lens. Is this a turning point, you might ask? Possibly. Here's why legal experts might see this as significant. It sets a precedent for international plaintiffs. It establishes that New York headquarters can be held responsible for worldwide policies. And it increases transparency because US lawsuits require document production and sworn testimony. And it raises the financial stakes. The complaint here seeks at least $100 million US in damages. This doesn't mean Watchtower is guilty. That's for the courts to decide. But it does mean the organization is facing a level of scrutiny and accountability that it has rarely experienced before. So you might ask, is this a new reality for this old organization? Well, whether you support the organization or are critical of it, one thing is clear. The legal environment has changed. The world is becoming smaller, and what once stayed inside the walls of the Kingdom Hall or branch office can now be brought into an American courtroom, even by someone living thousands of miles away. So this case might be the first of many, or it might stand alone. Time will tell. But it signals that Watchtower's global structure may now come with global accountability. Well, I'll continue to follow the filings and bring updates as they come. And as always, live your life with love. We'll see you on the next video. Bye for now. Well, before we wrap up, I want to take a moment to thank our Coffee Club supporters. These are the folks who help keep Fixing My Faith going. And I'm scrolling through them right now. And if you see your name, thank you for standing with us. But here's the thing. The best way you can support us is absolutely free. Over almost 60% of our viewers are not subscribed. So if you've been watching and getting value out of these videos, hitting that subscribe button tells YouTube to share this with more people who need it. So subscribe, like, and share. And we also run a completely free community. It's called xjwfriends.com. That's where you can find it on the website, xjwfriends.com. And then on the website, once you go there, there's a link to the private Discord channel. And that's where people have a lot of fun. People share their stories, they get support, and they can connect without judgment. That's what happens there. There's also people that will help coach, life coaches, counselors. There's all kinds of support at XJW Friends. And if you're waking up or just need to talk it out, that's where you want to go. So here's a link on screen in case you want to find it. And we also put a link in the descriptions of all of our videos. You can just go right down there and hit the link to the Discord community. So whether you are supporting through the Coffee Club or just clicking, liking, and subscribing, it all helps spread the message. And we want you to know that we appreciate you. Live your life with love, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.